Hello everyone and Assalamu alaikum. This is Introduction to Psychology Part 2 by Dear Knowledge. Okay, we have started the lesson 2, which was all about the classification of motivation, and I've already told you the lesson 2 is very long to discuss, so that's why I have divided the lesson 2 in different parts, so it will be easy for you to understand the topic more easily and digest the lesson 2 very easily without even getting bored. So we have completed the part 5 of the lesson 2, and I will also share the link in description section. I will also share the link of all the previous videos in the description section, including the part 1 of the psychology, introduction to psychology. If you have missed any lecture, you can click on those links and watch those videos. In case if there is any link missing and you want to watch that video, you can ask me in the comment section and I'll upload or update the description section for you. So let's start with the part 6, and part 6 is all about the Hilgard's classification of motives and Crooks and Stein. So in order to make the topic more easy, I have included important points, and we will be discussing how the motivation has been classified according to Hilgard and how the motivation or how the motive has been classified according to Crooks and Stein. So let's start with Hilgard's classification of motive. Now, Hilgard has grouped motives under 3 heads. The first one is survival motive, and the second one is the social motive, and the third one is ego integrative motive. Now you might also have understood about the terms by just simply reading the terms, and now you will know what kind of motives are included under survival motive. But we will be discussing this one by one. Let's start with the survival motive. Now these are identified with physical needs such as the need for food, water, or for moderate ranges of temperature, since these are closely related to bodily deficiencies. Survival motives, when aroused, are persistent. Now, the second one is social motive. Now, these involve other organisms. And for example, parental motives and other affiliative motives make group life possible, and more complex are the motives of dominance and submission, aggression. Some social motives are affiliative, some lead to avoidance, and some to attack. So this is all about social motive. Now you might also have understood the social motive because it includes the society, the social people, the social interaction, or in short we can say it involves other organisms. Now the last one is ego integrative motive. Now, ego integrative motives are concerned with self-respect and mastery of the environment. Now, the desire to avoid the sense of self depression or depreciation to achieve a sense of attainment, of fulfillment, are all essential features of ego integrative motives. So this is all about the Hilgard's classification of motive, and the next one is Crook and Stein. Now we will discuss how the motivation has been classified according to Crooks and Stein. Now, Crooks and Stein mention motives under 4 categories. The first one is biological based motive. The second one is sensation seeking motives or psychological motives. The third one is complex psychosocial motives, and the fourth one is multifactor motive. Again, we will be discussing this one by one. So the first one is biological based motive. Now these are, or biological based motives are rooted primarily in body tissue needs, such as those for food, water, air, sleep, temperature regulation, and avoidance of pain are all the examples of biological based motives. Now, psychologists refer to drive term to classify motives that are based on tissue needs, and they must be satisfied in order to ensure survival. Now, the underlying needs behind the biological drives are inborn, and the expression of these motives is often learned. The next one is sensation-based motive or sensation-seeking motive. We can also say like motives to know and to be effective. You can also call it like motives to know and to be effective, or you can say that it is sensation seeking motive. Now, sensation seeking motives refer to those innate needs apart from tissue needs, which require a certain level of stimulation, and here need for arousal and stimulation are evident. Now, the third one is complex psychosocial motive. Oh, they are not based on tissue needs and have no biological relationship, but they are aroused by psychosocial or psychological and social events, and they need not to be satisfied to ensure survival. However, if these motives are thwarted, then it leads to misery. Now, these motives are learned. For example, I've completed some of them in a small table. This side is social motive and the goals and effects. The first one is abasement, and the goals and effect of abasement is to submit passively to others, to seek and accept injury, blame, and criticism. The second social motive is achievement, which is to accomplish difficult tasks, to rival and surpass others. This is the goal or effect of the achievement. And the third social motive can be affiliation. The goal and effect of the affiliation will be to seek and enjoy cooperation with others and to make friends. Then there is an aggression. Aggressions is like to overcome opposition forcefully, to fight and revenge injury, to belittle, curse or ridicule others. And the next one is autonomy. And autonomy, the goal and effect of autonomy would be to be free of restraints and obligations and to be independent and free to act according to impulse. The sixth one would be counteraction, because the goal and effect of counteraction would be to master or to make up for failure by revenue efforts, or to overcome weakness and maintain pride and self-respect on a higher level. And the last one is about defense, and the goal and effect of defense would be to defend oneself against attack, criticism, or blame, or to justify and medicate oneself. Okay, then the last classification of motive according to Crooks and Stein is multifactor motive. Now, as the name suggests, multifactor motives refer to some human motives which are based on a combination of biological, psychological, and cultural factors such as sexual behavior. Now, multifactor motives include the multi-factors, which include psychological, social, and cultural factors. So that's why it's termed as multifactor. Okay, so this was the end of the video. If your concept is clear, you can like the video. If not, you can ask us in the comment section and we will be happy to help you out. Plus, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to Dear Knowledge, click on the bell icon so you'll never ever miss any notification. You can share the link of this video, share the link of our channel with your family members and friends, because sharing is caring. Until then, Allah Hafiz.